Steve. Hey YouTube, Cinny Steve back with another video. And today we've got no consoles on. We're strictly looking at arcades today because I've got a new one in the lineup. I'm so out of room now, it's unbelievable. The egrets have all come down one and I can't even get to my beloved Amigas or my C64. PC engine down there, I could probably get to that if I really wanted to play it, but something's got to give at the moment, not sure what. So looking down the row, we've got Truxton, that's on the main PC. Cool game, hard as nails, but I do love it. Hyper, Street Fighter 2, Anniversary Edition, that's the real PCB I've got. Now I've got my Neo SD in the last egret. Now skipping the pickup, we'll come back to that. Those that remember, my outrun was down in the last video. Bad flyback on the monitor, and it's always hard to pick up CRT, but it looks a million times better again now. So that's all working great. Enjoying that back in the row. And then those that remember again, my last pickup was the Shinobi PCB. I got the adapter from a good mate Lee. So that's in the Astro City, and that's been getting some play actually. It's a tough game, obviously it's a bit of a memory game, I think. Just got to learn where the enemies are coming out from, but it is really cool. Love the music, love the art style. Fantastic game. So on to the pickup. I've put in the row a modern arcade, the Vewlix Blue Diamond, and it's in lovely condition. I saw it on I can't remember what Facebook group it was on. I believe it might have been Arcades for Sale UK, something like that. And I saw it was just up the road for me in Gillingham. The price I would have said was a little bit expensive. I'm not going to disclose the price, but I got it at a really good deal in the end, I believe. The guy that was selling it, I noticed straight away we had a mutual friend on Facebook, and that was Danester. And I thought, oh, he must be into his games. Obviously knowing Danester, but actually it was somebody he actually went to school with, which I thought was quite weird. Do you know what I mean? A bit of a small world. But yeah, it was a guy called Lee that went to school with Danester, and he did confirm that Danester was even a bit of a knob back then. So no, he didn't really. Top fella Danester, love him, man, quality. But yeah, fantastic. I'm really happy with it. It's something I know not too much about. The monitor, when I went to check it out, I mean, he was completely honest with it as well before I even went to see it, had a bit of like a splodge in the middle of it. I'll chuck a picture on now of the picture he sent me. But it was just the actual glass in the front of the monitor. See, I took it all apart, cleaned it all off. It's looking awesome now. Also remember he said that he didn't have when I went to see it, he didn't have the marquee for it. And then when I sort of stepped away from it, about a few hours later, he sent me a picture saying he'd found it. And it also had the art for the game in it as well. So yeah, really, really impressed. As I say, it came with this game, Tetsunuku versus Capcom. It's a really weird bit of hardware actually. It's like Wii-based hardware. I mean, it's obviously PC, but it even uses a Nintendo Wii power supply. I'll get in the innards in a sec and show you. It's actually a cool little fighter, to be honest. Different. It's a 1-player 6-button panel, which is a bit of a shame for fighters, because obviously, I mean, to be honest, I very rarely play 2-player anyway, so it makes no odds to me. And to be honest, I've always wanted a 1-player panel for one of the egrets. But the only damage that this really has is the scratching from obviously somebody wearing a watch on the stainless. But I'm going to get it refinished. It shouldn't cost too much. And other than that, it's in lovely condition. It's like all the plastics, there's not a mark on it. It's a shame it's got this this little gizmo, which would have been like a card reader. Well, it is a card reader. Bit useless for home use. I don't know whether to take it off yet. It's suppose it sort of adds something to show it's been in operation. I'm not sure what to do, because you can actually buy these plastics still new, I believe, because obviously this has been bolted through it, so if I take this off I'm going to be left with holes. But the guy I bought it from, he was actually in the armed services, and he was based out in Brunei, and he shipped 2 of them back from there, and he was keeping one and selling this one, which was pretty cool. And I won't bother taking any pictures of the back or anything like that, but it's actually running on 240 volts as well, so it's like a factory step down transformer already in there, which is, I mean, it just saved me an extra sort of 50 to 100 quid on another step down. Anyway, let's set up the tripod, and I'll show you inside, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. So here's the inside. As I say, maybe a little bit dusty in here. I haven't really given it a great clean, but I say this is the arcade PC, and I say, look, it uses a proper Nintendo Wii power supply that all plugs in there. I believe that's the transformer. I say factory fitted, which I'm really happy with. Saves me a job. And they say there's some plugs at the back there, so you can plug in whatever sort of hardware you want to use. But yeah, I think it's quite a rare PC, quite a rare game. I can't find too much about it, if I'm honest. I know there was a version that was released on the Wii, and obviously this is Wii based, but no, couldn't really find anything about it. So yeah, it's quite nice that I've got that, to be honest. A couple of stickers that I need to get off, but as I say, I've only had it since Saturday, so I haven't really gone through it too much. Bit of dirt down there, that's all gonna clean off. So I say, it's in really nice condition. Apparently it was in a bowling alley. It's a bit of a shame that the key's missing for the coin door, so I'm gonna have to try and pick that. I don't really want to drill it. Again, I know you can still buy the locks new. So yeah, really cool. Obviously you've got the serial number there. But this is what I'm going to put in it. Again, my good friend Monstermug, absolute legend. He picked these up a few weeks ago. He's already got one, and he picked up a couple spare. And it's Taito Type X2. Again, PC. It's sort of fully loaded with games. I've got all the bits down here. This is going to be the first time I'm checking it out. So I'm going to do a jump cut, put it all in there. It should only take less than 5 minutes to plug it all in. And I'll get back on and we'll check it out together. So here we go, all up and running. And it's looking great. So massive thanks, Lee. Here's your, it's quite a simple front end with all the games down this side. Some weird games on here actually, some old games I'll probably never play. Elevator Action. Bit of a strange one to be on here. Even Hyper Street Fighter. Obviously all 240p games. But as I say, there's a huge list on here. Again, I'm going to get on the tripod and we'll try a few games together. That's better. I've got the tripod on now. So yeah, let's try a couple of the games. As I say, when I picked this up from Lee, he showed me his one, and I was talking to him about possibly sort of rotating the monitor, and he makes a good point really. I don't really see the point. Obviously the monitor's quite big anyway, and you see some of these, obviously you get the artwork down both sides. Bit of Raiden 4, and you can set all these up, like you've got sort of in-game options. You can set them to free play, things like that. As I say, it's still all new to me, so I know that you press the service switch, and yeah, everything's usually in Japanese. To exit out, you usually go to the bottom in the list, and that will bring you back to the menu. But yeah, there's some cool games on here. Some I'd never even heard of. I know Lee put me on to, what was it called? That's Skullgirls. We gave that a little go. That was quite an interesting fighter. But yeah, there's plenty of games on here. All the Street Fighter 4s. And it was this one, Trouble Witches. I'll go with that one. This one looked pretty cool. Horizontal shooter. So you've got the service switch to access the menu, or you've got the other button which I can add credits onto. Let's turn this right up, see if you can hear it. The sound on this thing is awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this X2, I think. I have no idea what I'm doing, if I'm honest. Shoot everything that moves. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm well impressed with it. The picture is awesome, and I know that this, as I say, it's only running in 720p. You can get other monitors for it. I know that Beats put me on to a 1080p and a 4K one. I know he upgraded his. I don't think I'll do that at the moment. I wasn't going to get involved in putting consoles in it, but who knows? As I say, it's all new to me. It's all different, but I think it looks great in the lineup. Just something a bit different, and I'll have a good go of, but I have no idea how I'm going to get access to my Amigas and stuff, because something's got to give. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments, and if you know of anything else I can mess around with in it. But I'd say that X2 is going to keep me going for quite a few months, I reckon. So until next time, I'll see you again soon.